What you think Govan need to do from here on out?
He need to make himself a will and go pick out his casket and shit. But shit like that. That's all he need to go do. Yeah, don't think fat people. His ass need to go do.
Hey, Woo. Somebody sent me a movie you and Grove doing. I checked the trailer out. It was some great production. The shit looked good. And I figured the bald head dude at the beginning of the video was me, or whatever the dude that was, I guess, supposed to be giving an order or some shit, whatever. And you know, all of that's cool. You know, it's cool for views and all of that, get your money. But if you really want to get paid, if you really want this movie to blow, do not leave out the part where you call 911 in the middle of a fucking shootout. Stop shooting your gun to call the authority.
Hey, one more question, bro. What's your relationship with PRE?
With who?
With PRE. They show you love?
With PR?
PRE.
I don't even know what that is. What's that?
I knew Dolph personally, yes sir.
And we reached out to Johnson's attorney, Art Horn, for a comment on this situation. He says he will speak out potentially after his client turns himself in. Reporting.
What's up, what it do? Drill Time TV checking in once again. Hey, yo, and Yo Gotti gotta be one of the most calculated players that ever picked up a chess piece or either Shelby County full of corruption. And I want y'all to really pay attention to what's being said, because I feel like this one of the most overlooked moments in a trial that possibly got overshadowed that could lead to future investigations of Yo Gotti and CMG. In a clip in a cross-examination, Manny mentioned Art Horn, which is Yo Gotti's longtime attorney, and also the attorney that got the case dismissed for Black Youngster when he allegedly shot at Dolph over 100 times.
I was leaving a day party. We was headed to where we was headed to. Pull up lot on the day party, get up the street. They started shooting, they shot. Shooting was over with.
Beat this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like once I beat it, I can get to the bottom of a lot of shit.
And what about that time that Gotti shooters got up with Dolph in LA?
The suspect arrested in connection to the shooting of Memphis rapper Young Dolph has now been released.
We are learning new information about 43-year-old McClinton and this associated shooting. We know that he was released after the Los Angeles district attorney said that they did not have enough evidence to hold him. And so again, he has been released from jail this morning. And so we are working to get more information about the shooting. We know that McClinton was detained shortly after the broad daylight shooting of Young Dolph Tuesday afternoon outside a Hollywood hotel. McClinton, who had been held on a $1 million bail that he didn't have to pay, was released Thursday evening. McClinton has prior drug and theft-related convictions here in Memphis. Now, 32-year-old Young Dolph reportedly got into a fight with 3 men Tuesday and was thrown to the ground when one of the assailants pulled out a gun and shot the rapper multiple times. Prosecutors are asking for an additional investigation before a decision is made on whether or not to file criminal charges. McClinton does have a close association with Yo Gotti, rapper Yo Gotti.
McClinton does have a close association with Yo Gotti, rapper Yo Gotti.
Well, damn. Now, for context, Cornelius' sister called a lawyer for him, but he didn't have the funds to retain him, so Cornelius had the lawyer get in contact with Yo Gotti attorney. Yup, Art Horn. Now, according to Manny, Yo Gotti lawyer paid the lawyer $50,000 to represent Cornelius and paid him in cash so there wouldn't be no paper trail left behind. But for some reason, the judge didn't let that lawyer represent Cornbread, so the money got transferred to another attorney to represent him. And in the mix of all this, not one time was Yo Gotti a big jug question. It's a lot going on behind the scenes that the public ain't really aware of. With all these attempts and no retribution, really got Yo Gotti looking like the Teflon dime.
That we don't have any money, right?
Correct. her husband contacted a lawyer named Taurus Bailey, is that right?
Correct.
And that you told her that you needed to get word to Mims through Arthur Horn, attorney for Anthony Mims, correct?
Correct.
So you told your sister to reach out to Jook's lawyer, Arthur Horn?
No, I did not tell my sister did. I told the lawyer did.
Okay, so you told your lawyer, reach out to Jook's lawyer, Arthur Horn?
To give him money.
Okay.
But he didn't represent me.
All right. And so the lawyer did get some money from Arthur Horn.
Yeah.
And Arthur Horn is Jook's lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then at some point, Mr. Bailey advised you that payments have been made.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be $50,000, right?
Supposed to be.
And there's no trail of it, it was just cash, is what he told you. You got paid cash.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Horn didn't want this coming back to him, so he just paid out cash to Mr. Bailey.
I don't know how he got paid. I don't know. Yeah, he got paid though. When he got there.
And then Mr. Bailey backed out of your case shortly thereafter. And another lawyer came on your case, right?
The baby wasn't able to represent me because the judge went down.
Okay.
At the time, the judge at the time.
So he's been paid in full, either be it 50,000, 30, whatever it is, he's been paid. And then he gets you another lawyer, right?
Right.
And the same 38,000 in cash shows up for that lawyer, right?
Right.
All right. And you guys talked about that cash, and in fact, your lawyer during this interview with the police in August said, whoa, this money's all documented and all that stuff, right? Your lawyer talked for a while trying to explain where this money came from, right?
I can't remember. I recall. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And then one of the detectives also jumped up and said, now that they paid for your lawyer, it was understood that you were with them. Or words to that extent.
What you mean? With what?
If I pay for your lawyer, wouldn't I expect you to help me out and keep your mouth shut?
No, not necessarily, because if you bring me a part of this, and then you know what I'm saying, like you make your statement to the police, and you hire me to do this and make a statement and turn me in, then, you know, right, wrong, I might as well go with, you know, the same person that hired me and made a statement on me. I might as well just, you know, keep it real and tell the truth. This is who hired me, right? And then there you go. This is who brought me in.
Okay. When you tried, they asked you again.
I don't know Juke and them like that. I don't know Juke.
Okay.
So I'm not with them.
When they gave you the money.
They didn't give me the money. I was locked up.
And they gave the lawyer the money. You think Mr. Govan came up with $50,000 in cash to pay the lawyer?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation.
All right, you've already answered this. You said you know it came from there, but your lawyer told you. I got it. So let's move from that to, was Mr. Juke ever interviewed by the police in this case?
I don't know.
Let me know in the comments, do y'all think the feds got enough firepower to build a RICO, or did CMG have their T's and I's dotted and crossed? Because I noticed my people in the comment section have been following the case since day one. They could have presented a better case than the state and really would have got justice for Flipper. And Govan was offered a 10-year deal and was ready to commit, but Dolph family turned the deal down. Because like everyone else, they expected him to face the maximum penalty, which was life behind bars, but the state dropped the ball because they didn't properly do their homework. Remember the one guy that came up missing after he was investigated for the murder too, and he just was, you know, they got up with him? Yeah, Govan was linked to him. I think his name was CEO Teasing.
And once named as a person of interest in young Dolph's murder has now also been killed. Family members confirmed Joshua Taylor was found shot and killed in Orange Mound yesterday afternoon, leaving that community on edge as they worry who might be next. WREG's chief investigator Jessica Gertler uncovered some new details about Taylor and his possible connection to that young Dolph case. What do you know, Jess?
Well, Greg, this goes back to February 2022. Joshua Taylor was named as a person of interest in young Dolph's death, but he was never charged. Tonight, police are remaining tight-lipped about this latest incident. Loved ones shared these photos of Joshua Taylor, a father of two, the latest victim of gun violence in Memphis. They were too upset to do an interview, but Tellis Taylor, also known as CEO Teasy, was found shot to death in Orange Mound Wednesday at Spotswood and Bunton. Those who live nearby tell us Taylor was actually shot the night before, discovered lifeless in a car hours later. MPD says the investigation is ongoing, refusing to answer any questions about the case or whether it has any link to Memphis rapper Young Dolph. In November 2021, Dolph was killed outside a South Memphis cookie store. 3 months later, MPD called Taylor and another man persons of interest. Taylor was reportedly questioned but never charged. Those close to the case tell us Taylor is part of a group, the same group linked to the suspects charged in connection with Dolph's murder.
It's sad, it's very sad.
Fucking little niggas ain't going, dick glopping my bitch, you know she scoring, yeah.
So we established that Teezy was investigated for the Dolph hit, but they ain't charged him and released him to the streets, and then he got picked off. Now Straight Drop referred to him and Teezy as the Splash Brothers, Clay and Curry, insinuating they the top shooters on the squad. But you know how it go, everybody wanna have ops till it's time for the Reaper to collect. However, Govan tried his best to distance himself from these guys in the trial by saying he was the manager, trying to get Straight Drop a deal with Jook. But I got reason to believe that wasn't the case, and according to social media, they ties ran deeper. And CEO Teezy would make a post about Govan saying, "My big brother going down the road to do a light sentence, not a life sentence." And this nigga always been behind whatever I was with since day one. And my first day out of jail, you flew to Benny and said, "Here, little bruh, go and get you something nice, man. I'ma miss you, big dog, but this just go make a nigga stronger until you get out. And I need to be throwing you the keys to a 2020 Benz like Ace did Mitch. 100, True Mafia. Love, big bro." Damn, the lies are preposterous. Now, if you ain't want this coming out, maybe you should have scrubbed your social media. Straight Drop will reply in his last post by saying, "Man, it's my fault for thinking them boys was real, but it is what it is." Seem like everything done in the dark coming to the light now. Now, remember Orange Mound Quette told us he don't know Gotti. He ain't never ran across him, did no business with him, etc., right?
Now, what's your relationship with Yo Gotti?
I don't have a relationship with him. I never met him, never did any business with him whatsoever. Absolutely not true, because I never had any dealings with Yo Gotti whatsoever, period.
See what I'm saying? Now we can't believe nothing you saying, because according to a post from 13 years ago when you was throwing a little party or something, man, you said, you told the city of Memphis, "I got everybody fucking with me, Lil Flip, woo woo woo, but look, man, I wish Gotti was there, because that's my nigga too." Bruh, at this point, if you had any credibility, it'd be out the window. It seemed like you trying to tarnish Dolph legacy at the same time protect Yo Gotti. And Paper Route Woo would break his silence on a recent interview with K2 Made It TV. Go check him out. He got the real story. Remember what Cornelius said?
Okay. People saying that he was gonna you would pay by mama or whatever to find out where they be about, you know, play up on the other, find out where, you know, who and them be is, so we could reach out and touch him. Like, you know, he could play because mama liked him, so he was gonna try to play their father figure and, you know, find out where they at and make sure we could reach out and touch him.
And Wu said everything Cornelius said was true.
Mine said he caught you coming at the crib, you know what I'm saying? They said they tried to chase you and shit. Like, all that shit true. But, shit, you know me, bro. I'm shoot that pill. Whatever you want to do, I'm shoot that fire. Fuck. Coming out the house, shit. First I was there, coming out the house. And shit, I'm locking my door, walking my car, shit, a gunshot, do. See a nigga cross the street shooting him. What the fuck he do that for? I shit, me being me, I defended myself, so you feel what I'm saying? I banged it out with a nigga ass, you feel what I'm saying? Shot majority of my bullets, I shot majority on my hit a free cone, you know what I mean? Hop the gate, shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? By them being so deep though, you feel me? I just handled my business. Nigga saying I was a rat. I had ended up calling the police though. I did that, but that was just to make sure food like wasn't no innocent bystanders hit. One of them niggas went dead, and shit. I had to do a report like in case I wanted to do an insurance claim, cause they shot a nigga house up and nigga cars and shit. I ain't followed through. I ain't talked to him and shit. I just called them. Yeah, so they can pull over because 1 on 4, man. So just a smart guy.
You don't wish jail on none of them?
I don't wish jail on no nigga. I wish them niggas were out. Them niggas, yeah, dog hell that day, bro. It's all good, man. Yeah, my nigga ass out here just moving loose and lollygagging and doing all these interviews and shit now, bro. Nigga ass need to be praying to God. But shit, it's all good, though.
Like even though you don't wish jail on nobody, you know what I'm saying? Do you blame them because it's like they had so much evidence against it?
I don't blame the justice because if they wanted to convict him, they could have convicted him. You feel what I'm saying? Like.
And Wu said Govan could have tried to play on his mama, but she wasn't going. She cut from a different cloth and Ford Tough. He said that's his twin. They had conversations about shit like this all the time. And he said if he would have caught wind of Govan playing like that, that would have been the quickest thing to get him knocked on his back with his toes in the air. Well, you know he ain't say it like that, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, cause them folks said bro was trying to play up under your family and everything.
Bro, let me tell you. Dude can never play under my mama. Dude can never get near my mama. Like, wasn't none of that shit. All that shit bro was talking about, all that, he was gonna try it, nigga. He was going, you heard him. Key word was gonna try it. My mama ain't going for this. My mama me. But she just a woman. You feel what I'm saying? My mama don't go for none of that shit. My mama real deal. Come on, man. My baby. We ain't going for none of that. All that trying to play under. We ain't on all that, bro. You know what? They're gonna be the quicker way for a nigga ass to die. You know?
Shout out Mama Wu then.
Shout out my dude. My dude's not going for that shit. On God.
Not going for that.
I ain't going for that shit. I'm just keeping that shit. Man, my mama like some sister and brother. She going for that shit. We had these talks and conversations. I have to put my mama no more points, so shit, you feel me? So, hey, you know what's going on. You don't even know Khalid, nobody. I probably God. Like, I don't know. I ain't know Khalid from a can of paint. Bobby, I ain't know him, but shit. That fuck nigga dead right now, so I don't give a fuck.
Now, how you feel when you found, well, if you found out, when you found out, that the nigga Govan was a confidential informant for like a long ass time?
Shit, I don't know. That's going down there and shit. You feel me? So I don't really know. You feel me? That nigga rat. That nigga son called him a rat, so he a rat. So shit, you know what it is. I don't know too much about the nigga. I just know shit. He going down and he'll fuck nigga. That's all I know. They said he a rat. So
he'll fuck nigga.
Damn, so they saying your boy a big rat in Orange Mound, war renowned like Master Splinter. And shit, to keep it all the way authentic with you, shit, Wu might be mixed with a little bit of civilian. You know what I'm saying? Part street nigga, part civilian, because it take a bold motherfucker to get into a bang out and call the police on yourself. Especially if you got a few F's on your grade card. Felonies. Y'all always want to say something ratting. Where you get ratting from? You made that shit up. Check it out, this is my hot take. And I'm gonna call them people too to scrape you off the ground if I gotta lay you down like a hot cake. I'm not sure if you know this, but I'm a member of the USCCA. Reason being, so I can be a responsibly educated, trained, and insured firearm owner. And since y'all enjoy playing cowboys and Indians out here, I want the same for you. What's understood ain't gotta be explained. Self-preservation rule the nation. Oh yeah, I'm talking to you street dudes, cause believe me when I tell you, I was just like you. Now for as cheap as a California AFI a month, you'll have access to $2 million a year to pay for civil damages rendered against you. And listen to me, no limit to your defense fund. Up to $250,000 for bail and bond expenses, $20K in incidental expenses. You also got the freedom to choose your own defense attorney, or you could select one from the network. $10K for loss of earnings. For instance, if I was to get into a bang out and Lord forbid I got injured, or if authorities restrict access to my workplace, they gon' rush that 10K. And the great part of this coverage is it's for all acts of self-defense. Meaning, if you run down and try to have a fair fight and I fuck around and kill you with my bare hands, guess who covered? You already already know. And I don't want y'all to get it confused, but this ain't no paid sponsorship. This just one of the perks of being a civilian. So yeah, I'm gonna drop the link in the description for whoever is interested. It's time to normalize passing around pertinent information because I need y'all to survive. So if you got a family to protect or people just on your ass like a back pocket, you better jump on it now because they giving out gifts for free members. So if this sound like something for you, you might as well jump on it because they giving out bonus gifts to new members. So yeah, your boy Woo probably was up under the USCCA Act, but this ain't nothing to be ashamed of. This grown man shit. Ain't nothing wrong with being outside and having your shit together. Yo, at the end of the day, Govan lied about not knowing Gotti. Hell, he said on Vlad that him and Juk was like kin because Juk mother was talking to somebody in his family and they've been rocking for like 20 years. And that's really how they got close in them dice games. Now, do Gotti and Juk got the same mother? If they do, we gotta get Manny Aurora back on the horn and let it be known like, look, Manny, check it out. We understand you got the W, but you can't keep on campaigning this guy around like he ain't had no ties with Gotti and CMG like y'all trying to rewrite history. When we got the Facebook post that's clear as day implicating he was in LA with CMG and Juk, possibly around the time that Dolph got hit up. And it didn't take a private investigator to discover none of this, so make it make sense. Y'all done got up there and said Cornbread made all this shit up, but Woo got up there and said it was true. Even Quette couldn't believe the verdict. That's why he was ready to do that 10 on his chin. It's clear as day that Govan was down with Trula Mafia and Cornelius was a creative player. Woo them ain't know him and Straight Drop them ain't know him. That's why he had on the mask in their music video. Govan was down with Trula Mafia and Cornbread was a creative player. That's why nobody knew his ass. Paper Route Woo them ain't know him and he said he ain't no Straight Drop them. That's why he had on that mask in that video. Oh yeah, and we seen Dolph brother fire his ass up coming out that Makitas. But it wasn't no blood in the bins used to do the hit. When his girlfriend said he damn near bled to death and passed out. Man, this whole case starting to scream. It's bigger than Nino Brown.
Don't get mad, Tito. It's the law. Sucks, huh?
However, what's done in the dark shall come to light, and if you play the game long enough, watch your past to catch up. But the cat out the hat now, and your boy better stay in the cut like Peroxide, cause he got them killers on his trail now. We done heard the rumors of 200K, every dog got their day, and to add injury to insult, he over there trolling Woo like he ain't sent them killers at him, and they failed the mission. Damn, so if it's that easy to beat a murder for hire, I mean murder for hire, cause he hired these people to murder, it'll be interesting watching Lil Durk trial.